Hey guys, this is Björn from In Flames. You live in Limbo.
It's a long way up to heaven. If I dig it might take as long, but maybe now that's where I belong.
Hi, this is Connor here. I'm here with Live in Limbo, and I'm sitting here with Bjorn from In Flames. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Cold. Right now I'm very warm, but outside it's getting cold.
It is cold. Does it get like this cold in Sweden? I imagine? Yeah. So you're probably fairly used to this.
Very used to it.
Is it? What's like the biggest difference that you've noticed between Sweden and Canada?
You'd be surprised. It's not that
Not that different? No.
Well, this country is really big.
Yes.
Sweden is also big, but we have 9 million people, 9.5 million people, the whole country.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, we're only I think 35, something like that.
Yeah.
So
so
But
Sweden's
still.
it's not very crowded.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So yeah.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, pretty similar.
Weather-wise, yeah, I'd say it's very similar in that way. Yeah.
Cool. So you guys are on tour right now. You're working through the North American leg, and then off to back to Europe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after New Year's, we do a UK run with supporting Avenged Sevenfold and Disturbed. That'll be good. That'll be really good.
Cool. Yeah. You guys, I mean, throughout the years, you guys have played with tons of big bands, and played all over the world. Is there anyone that you still haven't toured with that you really want to?
Oh, there's a bunch of them. But we've been, as you mentioned, over the years we've actually been really lucky, fortunate to tour with some of our absolute favorite bands, some of the big ones through history. Slayer's one of them that but it's just one of my absolute favorite bands, and especially live, it's absolutely, it's a learning experience,
To get to play with those bands.
The thing is that they are extremely focused and they take this very, very seriously live. And you understand, you learn a lot from these guys when they've been around for a while, and for quite a while actually, and they just still love what they're doing, and they sound great and hardworking. I like that.
Great. Yeah. What about places around the world? I mean, you've obviously toured all over the world. Is there anywhere you haven't been yet that you still want to play? Is there a dream place you'd want to play?
A dream place?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. We've been doing this for a very long time, and we've been very fortunate that we've been able to travel the world as we have. I've always loved Australia. I love being over here in North America. It's great. We've done one run in South America, and that was really, really cool. I'd like to do that again. We did South Africa, and that was crazy cool.
Cool.
Asia is always nice. So yeah, Europe is great too. So that's pretty much covering everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I imagine just being able to go all over the world, see, and it's got to be a totally different vibe no matter where you are. Just different crowds, different everything.
The whole cultural side of things, it is different. Even though now in this day and age with internet and YouTube, things like a heavy metal audience, for instance, is more streamlined today than it was 15 years ago. You would have a different reaction playing in Japan compared to playing in the US or Europe or south of Europe. Nowadays, it's more the same.
No, that makes sense.
That's the impact of internet.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's making everything more universal, accessible, everything like that.
For good or bad.
For good or bad, yeah, exactly. Now, okay, so my introduction to In Flames, as I think with a lot of people, was actually through Guitar Hero.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And now you guys are up to the point where I think you have 3 songs across the franchise, something like that.
I believe so.
Maybe even more.
Not really sure. We have, and that's not. We're gamers, we love.
Oh yeah. Okay. Have you played Guitar Hero then? Have you tried
did
playing your song?
The funny thing is that the guy who was the best of us in the band at the time when we released this was our drummer.
Oh, really? Like he was the best guitarist, like or the best.
It's all about timing, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a totally different
Yeah,
experience.
so it's not really like playing because I do play a lot of guitar.
Okay, yeah.
But
I
it's really
imagine.
not the same thing.
No, not at all. Not at all. But they're they got the drums like fairly similar. It's kind of a similar experience, and so I can imagine that translates
cool,
well.
yeah.
But
I think we have songs in Madden. I think.
Wow, yeah. So across.
One in Tony Hawk's Pro Skating thing, and that we played that one a lot.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. So.
And so you are a gamer then. You,
yeah, big time. Yeah.
Do you guys ever play games on tour and stuff like?
We do. We kill each other.
Yeah. Every so often, you
Call
know.
of Duty.
Gotta let the stress loose somehow.
It's awesome actually.
That's
and
great.
You should hear the language. It's not okay. It's like the bus is loaded by like 7 or 8 computers, and people are standing in like the bunk area or in the back lounge and the front lounge and screaming just.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
so you guys are
other,
between shows, you're basically just having a little LAN party inside your.
Parties,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's like the
relieves
dream.
A lot of stress.
Yeah, I can imagine. Good way to pass the time too. I imagine between shows. Okay, let's talk about battles. Let's talk about the new album. So it came out this year, right?
I think in November 11th. It was
November.
out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so very recently.
Very recent. Yeah, exciting. Yeah.
So you guys are touring to support that album and stuff like that. What do you think kind of distinguishes that album for you? Like it's your 12th album, and what do you think is kind of like? What was new about this one? What was different?
Well, a lot of things. We sort of started the writing process without having a drummer in mind. Because Daniel, our old drummer, he just quit towards the end of the last cycle. And that's sort of why we wanted to make a record that soon after. Usually we do 2-3 years of touring, and this is like 2 years. So he decided to stay at home, focus on the family, which is, super noble and nothing we can complain about. It just sucks that your brother is not there anymore.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to have all that, the hassle with finding a new guy, doing the rehearsals, doing the auditions and all that crap. We didn't want to have that in the way of the writing. So we actually wrote and had the opportunity to talk to a bunch of our absolute favorite producers. And one of them being Howard Benson, who produced this record. And, having the opportunity to work with him in LA, we figured, okay, we don't need to find a drummer yet. Everybody's a musician in LA. So, So we'll find somebody, and he brought in Joe to help us out with the programming of the drums, because I normally do the programming for the demos, and I try to keep them very simple in order for a drummer to put his perspective on it. I don't want to color it too much.
Oh, okay.
So he came in for that, and he just ended up doing the record. He's an awesome guy. He loves his instrument. He's very, very serious with it. Very experienced already, and he seems to like our band. And he did a killer job. He did a kick-ass job. So that's one thing that's new. Working with Howard, as I mentioned, that's another thing. We've had producers in the past, but it's never been. I don't think that we really used the potential of a producer. We've mainly had them as a lot of times like an engineer, sound guy. Which is not fair, obviously, but these guys are really good that we've been working with. But with Howard, we figured, one of the biggest names out there, and a guy that made all these records that we really, really look up to. Maybe we should, listen to his advice.
Yeah.
And maybe use his talent. And we did. We had to open up a lot, and do things that we normally are not very comfortable with, like, having somebody from the outside poking in our music.
Yeah, coming in and saying like, maybe you should try it like this. And you're like, well, I kind of liked it like I had it.
Yeah,
but okay.
It's hard stuff, and especially for us, because we're super protective
of
what we've done and what we do. And we've always been that way. I don't think it's easy to work with a band with In Flames, because we are very set in our ways. But Howard, he just did the right things. He was an excellent filter. A great guy to throw ideas at, and he would just bounce them back at you and say, this is good, this is bad. And made us focus. I just loved it. Yeah, it was great.
Great. Cool. So so this is really your first time working with like an active producer, and so you were using his talents and stuff like that to really
this is what
flesh it out.
He's known for this. He's really good at this. Maybe we should listen to him. Maybe it just took us 12 records to
figure that out. You think for the next record you're gonna do that again? You think you'll probably like give that a try, something like that?
Yeah, we love working with Mike and his whole team, Mike Plotnikoff and Hatch and all the guys. So it was amazing.
Great. Okay, I wanted to do a little game / activity thing.
Okay.
You've probably heard of it. It's a little game called Would You Rather. Have you heard of this game?
Isn't that a movie?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think
they may have
talked
made it
about
into
that.
a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Would you rather? And it's like sort of plague or cholera.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Not necessarily. Sometimes it's good things. So here's one. Would you rather be Batman or Superman?
Oh, yeah. Well, in all honesty, being Superman is, there's no limit to what you can do, right? Batman though is darker. There's a darker vibe there that I kind of like, but
it's true. You get to be like wealthy billionaire playboy kind of thing, or you can be
shit. That's good.
It's tough.
It's a tough decision there. No, I'd rather be. Fuck, I don't know. I was thinking because Superman, everything's like awesome with this guy, right? He can do whatever he wants, whenever. But he's an orphan. Well, he's I
guess sort of. Yeah, he's an alien.
And then you have Batman, who's like constantly depressed and
who's also an orphan
as well. So
but, he's definitely.
I go with fuck. I go with. I think the cool answer here is Batman, but I'm going to go with.
You're going to go with Superman? You think so? Okay, fair enough. Here's another one. Would you rather be a pirate or a ninja?
Oh, ninja, easy.
Ninja? Oh, that's an easy one? Okay, fair enough.
Not that my physique allows it, but I'm not that quiet.
Oh, here's a good one. Physique. Would you rather be 4'5" or 7'7"?
I'm somewhere in the middle right now.
Yeah. It's tough because like being really tall, it sounds kind of nice, but
I'd rather be tall.
You'd rather do the tall thing? Yeah.
Because I'm already kind of tall.
You're already pretty
used
tall.
To that, so, but
like
7'7", that's
ducking through doorways and stuff like that.
I do that sometimes now. Yeah.
I'm sure there's challenges to it, but yeah, I think I agree with you there.
Just try to like not be in groin height.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you just do that all the time. Yeah,
that's funny.
All right. I really like this one. Would you rather have a dragon or be a dragon?
I'd rather have a dragon.
You'd rather have a dragon?
Well, if we're buddies,
Oh yeah. Assuming you're friends. Yeah, you're good friends with this dragon. Yeah, exactly.
No, I'd rather have a dragon. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
And like what I figure is like if you were a dragon, you could fly around. If you have a dragon, you can ride it around and fly around. Yeah, so you get a lazy bastard. You get all the benefits. Yeah, exactly.
Dragons don't usually drink beer, right? I do, and I can ride a dragon.
That's true. That's very true. If they do drink beer, they probably have very high tolerance, or it explodes or something. I don't know. They're fireworks. All right. Last one. This is where we get into more of the cholera territory. Would you rather, and this is a bit of a Canadian one, would you rather have to listen to Nickelback or Justin Bieber for the rest of your life? Nickelback, yeah. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, you're a fan of them? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they've done a bunch of great songs. So did Justin Bieber. But,
that's true.
But Nickelback is more rock, and that's more my...
It's more your wheelhouse. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me, Bjorn. It's been a pleasure. Take care.